You ever wonder who decides where your soul goes after you die? Most people imagine white wings, trumpets, golden gates, or the hiss of fire and the stink of brimstone. But the truth is so much stranger, so much worse. It isn't angels. It isn't demons. It's me. I operate the elevator that carries the dead to their final stop, up into heaven or down into hell. You'd think, after years of working this job, I'd be numb to it, that nothing could shock me anymore. But the night she arrived proved me wrong. The front doors creaked open, spilling fog into the lobby. Out of that thick white mist shuffled an old woman. At first glance, she looked like any frail grandmother lost on her way home, until she tilted her head, and I saw half her skull was missing. Her scalp peeled back, bones splintered open, gray matter glistening in the light like wet clay. I almost gagged, but I forced myself into calm professionalism. That's the trick here. Never show them they are dead. Never let them see the horror on your face. Her one surviving eye swiveled toward me, watery and desperate. Her voice quivered as she spoke through half a mouth, the mangled corner twitching like it was trying to form words through torn flesh. "Sir, please. I think I'm lost. My husband. I have to find him. He's waiting for me. He's waiting." She trailed off, confusion knitting her brow. She didn't even seem to notice the ruin of her face. I stepped forward gently, extending a hand. "You're not lost. You've come exactly where you were meant to." Her icy fingers slipped into mine. She smelled faintly of burning rubber, like a car crash victim still smoldering. As I led her through the lobby, she looked around in awe, marveling at the marble floors, the velvet rugs, the golden cherubs frozen in mid-splash. "This place, it's beautiful," she whispered. "So familiar. My husband and I were here once, I'm sure of it. Long ago. Before it closed. Yes, it was shut down, wasn't it?" I tightened my grip on her hand, steering her toward the elevators. If her memories fully clicked into place too soon, she'd realize the truth and panic. I've seen that happen, and it never ends cleanly. "It was shut down," I lied smoothly, "but your husband arranged something special for you. An anniversary gift. He's waiting upstairs." Her expression shifted, confusion melting into a soft smile. "Our anniversary. Oh, heavens, how silly of me. I must have forgotten." Finally, we reached the elevators. All but one were destroyed, gaping shafts yawning into infinite blackness. Only a single car remained, always open, as though it were waiting. I glanced at the indicator. The arrow pointing upward glowed faintly. Relief flooded me. I guided her inside. Her hand clung to mine until the last moment, reluctant to let go. "What floor is he on?" she asked nervously. "Don't worry," I soothed. "This elevator knows exactly where to take you." Her trembling faded. I slid the iron gate shut. The old gears groaned to life, rattling as the elevator carried her.
32 seconds into
her
the flight.
Her face disappeared into the light.
3 liquid fuel
Another
main engines soon will throttle back to
Strange
72% of
job,
rated
isn't it?
performance down
A
in the
manual
bucket, reducing
elevator
the stress on the
operator
shuttle
in
as it goes
2020s,
transonic.
inside an abandoned luxury hotel that shouldn't even exist anymore. The world forgot this place, but I never get to leave. Rumors said this hotel was cursed. Every attempt to fix the elevator failed. Blueprints misplaced. Inspections canceled. Repairmen mysteriously sick. And always the same whispers, mutilated figures seen in the holes at night, vanishing into the elevator, never to return. Now the hotel is dead. The walls rot, the lights flicker, but the elevator still runs. And I'm the one left to operate it. Most guests are manageable, but not all. The one I dreaded most came just after midnight. I'd seen his face in the paper that morning. A wiry man with a haunted look, yellow beard, his mugshot plastered over the headline. Former soccer coach, alleged predator, shot dead by police. The moment I read it, I prayed, "God, don't send him here. Please." But prayers don't mean much in my line of work. The doors groaned open, and there he was, not as mangled as most. Just 3 fresh bullet holes leaking down his shirt, the stink of alcohol clinging to him. But his eyes were pure madness. I pasted on my best fake smile. "Good evening, sir. Your suite is ready. Everything's been arranged. If you'll just follow me." "Don't touch me," he snarled, shoving me back. His hands trembled, his gaze darting wildly across the lobby. Where the hell am I? What is this place? I tried to calm him, words sticky in my throat. But then he froze. His reflection in the marble floor stared back at him, pale, riddled with bullet holes. His fingers brushed his wounds, and his lips trembled. I'm dead. His voice was flat, then louder, desperate. I'm dead, aren't I? I stammered, reaching out to steady him. That was a mistake. He exploded, lunging at me, his hands clamping down on my throat with unnatural strength. His grip was icy, inhuman. You think I'm going willingly? He spat, his face inches from mine. You think I don't know where that thing takes people like me? His eyes burned with both fury and despair. It wasn't my fault. I don't deserve this. Darkness swam into the edges of my vision. My hands clawed blindly until I found a chunk of broken cherub statue. With a scream, I smashed it against the skull. He crumpled, gasping. Half dead myself, I dragged his limp form toward the waiting elevator. The indicator arrow glowed downward. My stomach knotted. Still, I shoved him inside. The doors clanged shut. For a moment, silence. Then the elevator rumbled downward into blackness. Normally, I tell the damned, close the door behind you, because if it's left open, something might come back. But he hadn't been awake to hear me, and so I waited. Hours ticked by. My emergency button, my only defense, given to me by my mysterious employers, grew slick in my sweaty palm. At last, the chains groaned. The elevator was returning. The doors creaked open. It was empty. Relief surged through me. I even laughed, weakly. But then I noticed a glow. The light inside the car was no longer golden. It was red, wet, pulsing. I looked up. The ceiling was flesh. It dripped and throbbed, veins bulging, muscle flexing like it was alive. And embedded in that meat were eyes. Dozens, hundreds, all of them staring directly at me. Something shifted. The flesh rippled, bulged, and then it spilled downward. The thing that emerged defied comprehension. Its form changed with every blink. The head of a goat, then a screaming infant, then my mother's face whispering my name, then creatures no
32
human tongue
seconds
could
into the flight.
describe. It shrieked in a
Three
thousand
liquid
voices
fuel
at
main
once.
engines soon
The
will throttle
cacophony
back
of
to
every damn soul
72%
to
of rated
swallow.
performance down on
The
the
sound
bucket,
alone
reducing the
made my
stress on the
teeth ache
shuttle
and
as
my
it goes
vision swam.
transonic.
Hands, claws, hooves, and writhing tendrils burst from its body. They clawed at the floor, reaching for me. I stumbled back, crying out, God, Jesus Christ. My voice was drowned beneath its scream. Where was the button? My salvation? There, lying near the edge of the elevator shaft, one slip away from vanishing forever. I lunged, but one of its arms, slick with mucus, wrapped around my ankle. My bones groaned as it twisted, dragging me toward a maw that split open across its torso, lined with rows of mismatched teeth. I screamed like an animal, clawing at the floor, fighting with every shred of primal survival left in me. My fingers brushed the button. It teetered on the ledge. One more pull from the beast, and I'd be gone. With the loss of my strength, I slammed my palm down. The lobby erupted in light. Angels. They are not what people imagine. No white wings, no glowing men with halos. They are living mathematics, sacred geometry, endless spirals, impossible angles made flesh. Colors brighter than white, structures too perfect for the human eye. Looking at them made my skull throb, like my brain was trying to shatter itself just to comprehend them. The demon screeched as its flesh boiled under the angel's radiant order. Its shifting faces melted like wax, its arms convulsing, eyes popping like blisters. The angel drifted forward, wordless, and with a single effortless motion drove the writhing mass back into the elevator. The door shut. The rumble faded into the depths. Silence returned. When I finally opened my eyes, the angel was gone. In its place, on the floor, lay a check, my name neatly written. The amount, $2,073.25. Memo line, hazard pay. And one last note, etched in perfect, otherworldly handwriting. P.S. Please refrain from using the Lord's name in vain in future. Thank you.